Russian army shells Bakhmut as Putin pursues visible gains in Ukraine. The military is pounding the city with artillery in an attempt to wrest it from Ukrainian hands, in pursuit of Moscow's goal of capturing the entire Donbass region that borders Russia. Much of last month's fighting took place in southern Ukraine's Kherson region, but the heated battle over Bakhmut has seen Russian President Vladimir Putin make tangible gains after weeks of sharp setbacks in Ukraine. It shows that the capture of Bakhmut would cut Ukrainian supply lines and pave the way for Russian forces to advance towards Kramatorsk and Sloviansk, the main Ukrainian strongholds in the Donetsk region. Since 2014, pro-Moscow separatists have controlled Donetsk and parts of neighboring Luhansk. Before invading Ukraine, Mr. Putin recognized the independence of the rebels' self-proclaimed republic. Last month he illegally annexed Donetsk, Luhansk and two of his other provinces occupied or nearly occupied by Russian forces. Russia has been bombarding Bakhmut with rockets for more than 5 months. Ground attacks accelerated after his troops forced the Ukrainians to withdraw from Luhansk in July. The line of communication is now on the outskirts of town, reportedly with mercenaries from the Wagner Group, a shadowy Russian military company leading the attack. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said in a late-night address to the nation this week that Russia's continued pursuit of Bakhmut exposed Moscow's madness. For months, they've been killing people every day, concentrating the greatest impact of artillery there, Zelensky said. The shelling killed at least 3 of his people between Wednesday and Thursday, local officials said. The Ukrainian military fired mortars and heavy artillery, according to Washington think tank War Research Institute, and early Thursday morning he repulsed Russian forces who were within 3 miles of him. Russia needs a victory in Bakhmut after losing control of much of northeast Kharkiv last month due to Ukrainian counterattacks and a deteriorating position in Kherson. The area is one of the first he occupied by Russian forces after the February 24 invasion of Ukraine. Samuel Ramani, Associate Fellow of the Royal United Service Institute, a London-based defense and security think tank, said, "Russia has been defeated across the board. They need an offensive visual of victory to calm domestic critics and show the Russian public that this war is still going according to plan." A local resident inspects a truck damaged in a nighttime Russian attack in Kramatorsk, Ukraine, AP. The Wagner Group played a key role in the war, and human rights groups have accused hired soldiers of committing atrocities. Their commitment to Bakhmut reflects the city's strategic importance to Moscow. However, it is unclear whether the mercenaries made many tangible profits, Ramani said. "We see situations where Wagner groups are pretty effective at instilling fear in local populations, but not as effective at actually occupying and holding areas," he said. At most, they would go 1 kilometer a week towards Bakhmut, he added. When Associated Press journalists were in town this week, they saw burnt-out cars, destroyed buildings and people struggling to survive in the cacophony of constant artillery fire. In Bakhmut he has been without electricity and water for a month and residents are worried about heating their homes as temperatures drop. About 90% of the city, which had about 73,000 inhabitants before the war, have left, according to Pavlo Kirilenko, governor of the Donetsk region of Ukraine.